open action on your screens. It's a showdown between John Reyes of Adamson University going head to head with the keen Justine Husayan and the rest of the UPIS Junior Fighting Maroons. Again, another Sunday thriller for you all fans of high school volleyball. Again, for the games today, it's the Adamson Baby Falcons going against the UPIS Fighting Maroons this 11 a.m., followed by USC Junior Golden Spikers at 1 p.m. against the FEUD Baby Tamaraus. And last but not the least, we have the Nuns Bullpups going against the UE Junior Warriors at 3 p.m. again, October 26th, Sunday here in the Paco Arena here in the heart of Manila. Alexis Tinsay at your service. I will be your commentator for today's match again just a while ago. Let's take a look at our standings as the LSC Junior Green Spikers took over the Ateneo Blue Eagles just a while ago in 3 straight sets. Now, really, with a dominant win column, we have the Nuns Bullpups at 7-0, FEUD with 6-1, UE Junior Warriors at 5-2, USC at 4-3, Adamson at 3-4, hoping to get on another win column today, and DLSC with 3-5, and at the bottom, it's UPIS with 1-6, securing their first win over the Ateneo Blue Eagles, with Ateneo still not having any win to their name. Now, let's take a look also at these young guns. Kirk Partosa with 9 points against UE last match. Very powerful, and we're going to see much more of his action in a while. But let's not forget double digits. On the other side of the court, we have Prince Jimenez blasted with 16 points against Ateneo. So these two key players ready to lead their squads in this crucial mid-season clash. Again, the match at hand, it's the Adamson Baby Falcons versus UPIS. We'll be back here on the Pilipinas Live app.
Meet our match officials for this match. First referee, Larias Corial. Second referee, Eli De Jesus. Let's now meet the starters for both teams. First, for the Adamson University Baby Falcons. Starting with their opposite hitter number 20, Janus Behar. Outside hitter number 19, Kirk Partosa. Middle blocker number 14, Benedict Castillo. Outside hitter number 9, James Bernabe. Middle blocker number 8, Nazar Reyes. Setter number 6 and their team captain, Clark Dingle. And their starting libero, number 5, John Ian Guevara. And the head coach for the Baby Falcons, Mr. Marvin Ramoso. And now, the starters for the Junior Fighting Maroons. Starting with their outside hitter number 2, Justin Husayan. Outside hitter number 3, Marco Bamba. Opposite hitter number 5, Arif Gamon. Middle blocker number 12, Marco Maramak. Middle blocker number 15, Julio Pinga. Opposite hitter number 20, Prince Jimenez. And their starting libero number 9, Joven Mendoza. And the head coach for the Junior Fighting Maroons, Mr. Hans Chuacuco.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup for today's match. For the Adamson Baby Falcons, we have Bernabe, Castillo, Dingle, Behar, Reyes, Partosa, and for their libero, they have Guevara. Now, on the other side of the court, for our UPIS Fighting Maroons, we also have, again, of course, Jimenez with 16 points last match. Pinga, Bamba, Gamon, Maramag, Husayan, and their libero, Mendoza. Now, we're really excited for this match as everything's set here at the Paco Arena. Both squads are on the court. We are ready to get this match started. The Adamson Baby Falcons are looking to soar high early with their sharp attacks and steady floor defense, while, of course, the UPIS Fighting Maroons are aiming to make a strong statement given their momentum from their first ever win. Now, set one is underway. Let's see who gets the first point. Mendoza pops it up for Prince, gets that first point for UPIS. I've been covering UPIS all season long here in this early part of the competition, and one thing we can say here is they give their opponents a really difficult time. May they have only one win in their name, they've been proven to give the other side of the court a really difficult match. Take a look per se at Justine Hosayan and Prince Jimenez with their attack efficiency. Baba pops it up. Chance here for Adamson. Castillo brings it open. That's going to be a solid block point. Back-to-back points there for UPIS. Julio Maripinga with 5 points last match against Ateneo serving. That's going to be way out. That's going to be a free point for Adamson. Now, talking about their last matches first, their previous matches, it was a 3 straight set loss for Adamson against UE Junior Warriors, 25-15, 25-20, 25-17. And the highest scorer was Kirk Partosa with 9 points, followed by John Reyes with 6. And we have Kyle Ageas and Janos Behar with 5 points. That's going to be another free point for Adamson. Now again, competition mid-season. You'd want to bank on the errors of the opposing team and actually not cause any unforced error for your part. That's a strong serve. Now put it over to the other side. Combination play there. Easy points there for Behar. Now we have James Michael Bernabe serving 4 points last match against UE. That's a sharp serve. Jimenez with a soft tip. Put it up high for Paratosa. And that works. Easy joust for Reyes on the side of Adamson. He got it. He got the timing right away early on this very morning. If you've just tuned in, this is UPIS against Adamson in the UAAP High School Division. Bamba puts it over to Jimenez. Guevara will pop it up high. And UP gets that point. Solid block point there. With good attempts, though, from Janus Earl Behar. Again, let's not forget to commend the 16-point performance of Prince Jimenez last match. That ball is saved. It's not going to be an ace. Pop it up. Put it over to the other side. Another chance here. And Bartosa doesn't get a way out of that point. That point goes to UPIS. We have Jimenez still on deck here for Coach Hans Chuacuco. 4 serving 6. And that's going to be a slight miscommunication in the way they received for Adamson. Dingle wasn't able to save that for the other side of the court. That's going to be a free point for UPIS, and if you were UPIS, you are going to bank on the errors of the opposing team. We have Partosa again. That ball's going to be saved. Ball is kept alive here. Will they end it for this play? No, again, that's going to be another collision right by the net. Little bit more of communication needed here. You see them huddling, Behar and Partosa. Very riled up early on this morning, but it's a good thing. High energies early on this set number one. Now you see them communicating inside the court. Prince Jimenez still on deck here for UPIS. We've got a 6-all for set number one. Ball play continues here at the Paco Arena. And Reyes makes an easy target there at the center of the donut hole for UPIS. Now we'd want more floor coverage. They were actually there. They were guarding the center. Timing is also needed here. Bamba puts it up for Justine. That's going to sail way too powerful. That's going to be a free point for Adamson. If you've noticed, Marcos Bamba isn't present for playmaking here. He's been the starter for UPIS these past few games. Chance here for the baby Falcons. Makes way for that for Partosa. Look at that connection between him and the spiker and the setter. We have Janos Behar serving for Adamson. Bamba puts it up for Husayan. Another attack way too powerful. That goes way outside the net. Oh, chance to Akuko, reminding Justin Husayan. Lack of risk action there. Good attempt though. Bamba puts it up high again. Another attempt. And they get it. Husayan finally gets that point, redeems himself off that error from the last play. Now it's just a 3-point game. We have James Gamon serving for UPIS. Steady serve. And take a look at that. Madali ang atake for Reyes, who scored 6 points last match against UE. Ball is kept in play. This is going to be a chance for the baby Falcons with that easy joust. Ball is kept alive. Another chatty for Partosa. Gamon gets that ball. We have another chance, and that goes to UPIS. Nobody was able to receive that ball on the side of Adamson. And you will see bit by bit, nagkakaroon ng kumpiyansa sa sarili ang UPIS given their first ever win here in Season 88 last match against the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Kirk Partosa with 9 points last match against UE. That's a good serve. Good attempt for that joust by Castillo, but The ball is kept in play. Gonna be another chance here. Look at that efficient zone targeting by no other than Aguilar. Gian Aguilar did not score a single point in their last match, but look at him now, being active here for Coach Marvin Ramoso. That's going to sail straight through the net. That's going to be a free point for UPIS. Husayan serving. Ball pops up. Good save there by Justin. Chance here for Prince. It's a block. Second attempt. And it goes through the block. That's going to be another point for UPIS. At unting-unti nang sumasakit yung ulo ng Adamson Baby Falcons. Given the persistence here of the Fighting Maroons. Another combination play. That's such good coverage. Husayan playing libero now. He wasn't able to save that one, but that strong attack coming from Bernabe was saved by Justin Husayan. He has been playing strong winger and libero at the same time. Still kudos to their floor defense, but it's a 4-point game up. Adamson above. Good set there by Bamba. Another chance here for Prince to bring it home. It's a no-go. Now a chance from the pipe. Now that's going to be a point for UPIS. Violation on the side of Adamson. Now it's a 3-point game. We have Marco Bamba. Up and away. It's a no-go. Another chance here for Behar. And Bamba wasn't able to save that. Still protecting this 4-point cushion. We have the Adamson Baby Falcons on top here for set number 1. Jimenez hits it over. Chance here again for Behar. Saved by Mendoza. Jimenez, cross court. Strong hits. Take a look at that. John Nazareth Reyes taking it for the team here for Adamson. Adamson serving. That's going to be a solid block point by Reyes. Back-to-back points for him here for Adamson. Castilla serving. Bamba will put it over. Chance here again. And that ball was in. Janus Behar on fire here for Adamson. Bamba. Tumaramhag. Now Gamon gets that point for UP. Now Mendoza will take a back seat. Maramag is back here. Inside the court for Coach Hans. We also have Teren Villanueva inside the court, their service specialist who will be doing the serve here for UPIS. And that's gonna sail straight into the net. 19 serving 12 in favor of the Adamson Baby Falcons. We have James Michael Bernabe with 4 points last match. And that's going to be a rotational fault. And as of the moment, all is set. Ball play continues here. That's gonna go way out wide. That's gonna be a free point for UPIS. But again, Adamson has reached their 20th marker, 5 points away from grappling set number 1 into their hands. Prince Jimenez serving. Up and away! Targeting zone 3. Adamson now at 21. We have Ian Dayo serving for Adamson. Bamba puts it up for Husayan. That's going to be a no-go. Solid block point again from Reyes. Reyes has been a powerhouse here by the net for the Baby Falcons. Let's not forget he's also delivered some strong attacks a while ago. 22 serving 13. And with the help of the net, that's going to be a service ace. Quickening this match here. Now we're at 23-13 in favor of the white shirts. That's going to be a double service ace. Now they are at set point. Coach Hats Chumakoko of UPIS takes a seat. Dayo making a statement here. Will this be a third ace? No, it won't. It will be a receive. Will this be the last and final play? And he gets that for zone 2. Adamson makes quick work here of the UPIS Fighting Maroons for set number 1 here at our boys volleyball tournament for UAAP season 88. Crazy quick work there. Let's not forget on their 22nd point, we had Dayo scoring a double service ace together with that fire on zone number 2. Let's take a look at our scores here. We're live at the Paco Arena, Manila, and the score is 25-13. We'll be back here on the Pilipinas Live app for set 2 action. And take a look at the set 1 statistics here. 25-13, 12 attacks to 4, 2 blocks each, 2 aces to Adamson's name, and we've got 7 errors to Adamson and 9 free points given away by UPIS. Again, we saw here for set number 1, the Adamson Baby Falcons dominated 25-13. We had Dayo, Reyes, Behar, and Partosa fired away for the Baby Falcons. Let's see if the UPIS Fighting Maroons can recalibrate for this second set. We're back here inside the Paco Arena in the heart of the city of Manila. And set 2 is underway here. Let's see if things have adjusted for the team of Coach Hans Chuakuko. Or will Coach Marvin continue to dominate in the wings of Adamson here? And that's going to be a free point for our starter here in set number 2 for Adamson. Straight into the net by Husayan. Dingle serving. Combination play. Now that's not going to work for UPIS. We have team captain Clark Luis Dingle serving for Adamson. Single block. Chance here for Jimenez. Saved by the libero. Dingle. Bamba will set it up to Jimenez again. Makes quick work. That's going to be the first point of UPIS. Again, a while ago, UPIS gave away 9 free points to Adamson. On the other side, Adamson gave 7 freebies to UPIS. Let's see here, this set number 2, if they can minimize errors on both sides of the court. Now, targeting that corner pocket, that's going to be another point for Adamson. Benedict Paul Castillo with 4 points last match against UE, serving here for the white shirts. Bamba, 1-2 play attempt now. Jimenez targets cross court. Dingle wasn't able to receive that. That's going to be a good attack point from UPIS. Dingle. The Dingle Reyes connection has been efficient and strong since set number 1 and has been this way all set through. Now we have Bernabe serving for Adamson. The score is 4-2, and if you've just tuned in, this is already the second set for this match. Now that's going to be another fault on the side of UPIS. Adamson serving. We'll pop it over to the side of Adamson. Dingle will choose Dayao. Ball is kept in play here. Another chance here for the Baby Falcons. Oh! Reyes has hot hands here for both sets 1 and 2. He's been soaring like a baby falcon here for Coach Marvin Ramoso. Back set to Jimenez. And that's going to be back-to-back points for John Nazareth Reyes. He scored ever so highly in that attack point, followed by a solid block point. Take a look at the versatility of this young player here for Adamson. That's going to sail straight into the net. That set was too short for Gamon. Now Adamson celebrating and being comfortable with this 6-point cushion here for set number 2. We have Bernabe still serving. Bamba back set to Jimenez. That's going to be a solid block point by Kirk Partosa, who had 9 points last match against UE. Quick joust. Now nobody was able to save that on the side of UPIS. That ball was too late for Mendoza. Coach Hans will call for a timeout here. We're back inside the action for set number 2 here. If you've just tuned in, nandito po tayo sa Paco Arena, Manila for our set 2 action here. It's UPIS against Adamson. UP trying to make a way to get a second win here for the midseason as they got their first win last match against the Ateneo Blue Eagles. But as you can see, Kirk Partosa says no on the side of Adamson, dominating here with 11 points to 2. We have James Bernabe still serving here for Adamson. That's a crazy joust. And look at that umbrella play. Payong na payong ni Dayaw. We have a very active blockers here on the side of Adamson. And taller ones at that. They're on average of the same height. Partosa, Reyes, and Dayaw protecting the fortress of Adamson here by the net. Now that's going to be another free point for Adamson. Again, UPIS gave away free points to the opponent for set number 1. 9 unforced errors. Let's see if they can minimize for this set number 2. Now that's going to sail straight away. That's going to be a free point. Really helpful here on the side of UP, who's only scored 2 points. Very different narrative from set number 1, which is a bit of a closer set. The biggest gap was only 6 points. Pancake save by Husayan. Dingo, combination play. And we get Dayaw kicking that one in for Adamson. Ian Dayaw with that double ace in set number 1. Husayan, it's gonna be way too short. Biggest deficit yet, 14 serving 3. Adamson on top. Right in their element. UPIS tries to halt this. But take a look at that firepower coming from Kirk Partosa. They've been a trio here. Kirk Partosa, Ian Dayaw, and John Reyes. Bamba will choose Husayan. And that was a down the line attempt. But that sails out wide. That's going to be another free point for Adamson. Dayaw is still serving here for Adamson. 17 serving 3. Can they break Adamson's momentum? Good floor coverage on the side of Adamson. Power upon power here for Adamson. That's going to be 3 straight points here for Kirk Partosa. 18 serving 3. Oh! Make that the third ace of Adamson for this entire match. They're really dominating here on all divisions of play. Bamba will choose Gamon. And that's going to be a free point for UPIS. Now we have Gamon serving for the black shirts. One of the biggest deficits here for UPIS for this entire season. 15-point deficit. Can they cut and trim down the lead in the likes of Husayan and Jimenez? Aguilar, Torres. That ball is checked in. Has been efficient and steady here for Coach Marvin Ramoso. Good serve. Bamba to Justin. Aguilar pops it over for Ageas. That's going to be a free point for UPIS. From here on out, Adamson is on their 20th point. UPIS needs to get down and dirty for their floor defense in order to halt the Baby Falcons into grappling this set 2 as well. And as you can see, an all effort, Justin Husayan has been working his hands here for the Fighting Maroons. 14-point lead here. We have John Marco Maramag serving for UPIS. Now that's going to lead Adamson to just 4 points away from getting set number 2. We have Kirk Partosa serving for Adamson. Strong jump serve that's going to sail straight into the net. And another service error. Now we have a double sub going on here. We have Clark Dingle back in. We have Ian Dio back in. And we see Kyle Ageas taking a back seat together with Aguilar. Whoa! That's going to be quadruple service aces on the side of Adamson. Would love to see how effective their training on service is here. Oh! And that's going to be a 5th service ace. Maybe one of the biggest percentages of serving here for the entirety of the season. We have 5 service aces up to Adamson's name here against UPIS. Jimenez finally gets that one. He's been waiting for that moment here. We've been looking for you all morning long. Adamson at set point. Will this be the last? Not yet. That's going to be a free point. 2 touches on the side of Adamson. Nine serving 24. Yeah, Bamba serving on the side of UP. Who will Dingle choose? Oh, that sails way too powerful for Ian Dayao. Gonna be back-to-back points here for UPIS. And good cheers on the side of UP. Their spirit's still up here despite the big deficit. Will this be the final point? Not yet. Efficient zone targeting is needed here. That's too much power on the side of Dayao. wanting to end this set with a bang. Eleven serving 24. Dingle will choose Bernabe. Ball is kept in play. And we see a player down. We see Pinga holding his left knee. Is he unable to stand up? He is currently resting here, holding his shin. And we see their physical therapist checking in on him. We're hoping for the best here for Julio Maripinga, who's currently down here for the set point between UPIS and Adamson. They're currently examining his left leg, and they are stretching his left foot. We may not know as of the moment if it's just cramps or something more serious than that, but we hope and pray for a speedy recovery for Julio Maripinga on the side of UPIS. Now he will be escorted outside the court through a wheelchair. And he is in pain as of the moment. But we need not to worry for the emergency, and the medical staff of UAAP is attending to him right away. We will receive updates, and I will update you on this side of the court. Ball game continues here. Dingle to Bernabe makes quick work here for set number 2. Take a look at that attack efficiency, and of course, let's not forget the 3 service aces given to you by Adamson. That's back-to-back wins for sets 1 and 2. Let's take a look again at the scores. For UAP Season 88, 25-13, 25-11. Let's see if UPIS can extend this to a set number 4. We'll be back with set 3 action here on the Pilipinas Live app. We're back inside the heart of Manila. We're here at the Paco Arena for our UAAP Season 88 Boys Volleyball. Take a look at the scores. 25-11 for set 2 statistics, 9-4, 3-0, 3-0. And we get 10 errors coming from UPIS and 7 coming from Adamson. And as you can see here again, we saw Julio Pinga down by the latter part of set number 2. He was down by the 24th set point. But as of the moment, as he is being examined, they have stated that it is just muscular cramps. Thankfully, they are holding his leg, they are stretching his left leg. He is resting on a wheelchair right now, but a lot of the medical professionals are attending to him, so no need to worry, UAAP fans, as he is in good hands. We will be able to update you later on again for the status of Julio Pinga, as he was down last set number 2 and most probably won't be able to see action here for set number 3. Now we hope for a speedy recovery here on the side of the UPIS Fighting Maroons. Now back to the ball game, we see these 3 towers of Coach Marvin Ramoso really be on fire for the side of Adamson. They made quick work again of UPIS with a really big cushion of up to 16 points last set number 2. And they've also been really deadly on the service line. 5 service aces already in total for Adamson. But with that play, UPIS gets the first point for set number 3. Let's not forget Kirk Partosa, and we also have Ian Dayao and John Reyes having the hot hands here on the side of Adamson. Now let's also not forget to commend, of course, the big efforts of Husayan. and Jimenez on the side of UPIS. They've been playing libero and winger at the same time. Let's see if they can up their floor defense, their coverage, and of course their zone targeting because a lot of their attacks have been sailing away given the power that they've been putting into their wings. Ball is kept in play here. That's going to be a solid block point for UPIS and the likes of Raven Pascual, who's seeing first time action here for Coach Hans. They're beginning this set here with a much more cheerful mood. They're going to give that away to Adamson if they can lessen their service errors here. This can entirely make a change and not give the set two plays another repetitive go. Strong jump serve. That's going to be for UPIS. Way too powerful on that one for Bryce Colin Malinaw. With 3 points last match against UE. We have Prince Jimenez serving. Hasn't produced much of an output here for this match in comparison to the double digits he gave for their last match against Ateneo. Two serving for it, set number 3 if you've just tuned in. This is the high school boys division. Again, we have 3 wins to Adamson's name and a single one for UP. Good save there. Reyes puts it up high for Legarda. Gets his first point here for Coach Marvin Ramoso. Janus Earl Behar with 5 points last match. He's the one serving for Adamson. Bamba puts it up for Husayan. And that ball is in, targeting that corner pocket, finally working for Husayan. He's been doing that attempt since the first 2 sets, but it always goes way, way out. Now that's good wrist action there for Husayan, giving a high five to his teammates here on the side of UP. We need more of that. Now that goes way out of the line for Gamon. That's going to cancel out the point. That's going to be a free point for Adamson. We have Reyes, who's one of the highest scorers here for this match. Mendoza popping it up. Another chance here for Adamson. A quick work there by Lalas. Also, a first point for him on the side of Coach Marvin. That's Mike Joseph Lalas, who hadn't had a single point for their last match. But as you can see here, there's a bit of a shuffle in the cards for Adamson. We have Lalas inside, and we have Legarda, and we also have Aguilar on the side of Adamson. So the starters a while ago, we had Reyes, we had Dio. They're all seated first here. So we see most of the second stringers for Adamson work here for Coach Marvin. Let's see if it's also going to be the same system put up by the team that dominated through sets 1 and 2. Legarda cross court. Where have you been all along? And that's just a proof of a testament that Adamson has indeed a very deep, deep bench. And let's not forget to say, these second stringers at the front of the net, they're also as equally as tall as the 3 towers last set 1 and 2. Bamba, kneeling set. Pop it over. Malinaw pops it over to the other side. Bamba up again. Pascual. That's going to be his second point here for UPIS, as he's also seeing first time action here in set 3. Now, this is the different kind of set and the most average looking set to compared to their other games. It's usually not a big, big deficit as the 14-point cushion of set number 2. that was less recalibration on the side of UP. They actually gave 10 free points last set. So this is a much nearer, more confident set. A bit of a resurgence coming from the team of Coach Hans Chuakuko. More at ease, more confident. And that's such a good serve coming from Husayan. And nobody was there to save that ball. Good joust on the side of Adamson. We have Aguilar serving for the white shirts. It's just a 1-point game. Bamba puts it up for Jimenez. And that's going to be Adamson's point. We have Gian Paolo Randison Aguilar serving for Adamson. Don't tell me that's going to be another ace. Now the ball is kept alive. Another chance here. Castillo! And that doesn't go in. From my point of the view, that actually went right in, but that's going to be a point for UPIS. Now, for the first time here in this match, they're up by a single point. Power upon power. We see Bryce Malinaw making his name known here for Adamson. Showing what they've got here. We've got, again, a batch of second stringers on the side of Adamson. This is a ball game tied at 9. Chance here for UP to counter. Oh, gets that one in for Prince Jimenez. Good zone targeting there for Prince Jimenez on the side of UP. Now they're still up by 1. He's Pascual is just gonna laugh off that serve that he did. We have Malina with that very strong jump serve. Bamba will put it up. Jimenez will attempt. Pop it over. Ball is kept in play. And Maramag doesn't get that for UPIS. Now we have a sub. Behar will take a back seat. And we have Ian Dayao right back in here for Coach Marvin Ramoso. For Adamson, now we have Bryce Colin Malinaw again to serve for the white shirts. 11 serving 10. And that's going to be way out. That's going to be a free point, tying the game at 11. Prince Jimenez serving. They have to bring this one in. And that's going to be a free point for UPIS. Now they're up by 1. Different narrative here, as Adamson was way up as big as 16 points last set number 2. Now it's just a single point ball game. UPIS on top. Now that's gonna lead the game to a 12-all. We have Ian Dayao on deck, ready to serve for Adamson. Bamba putting it for Gamon. Saved Legarde! Correct me, that's Legarda. Has been firing away cross court. Coach Hats Shuwakuko recalibrating his boys to have more widespread floor coverage. And that's going to be a miss set for Adamson. That's going to keep UPIS on top just by a single point. And if you were UPIS, you are going to bank on the unforced errors here of Adamson if you want to change the tides and turn the ball game around. As two sets are already tied under Adamson's name, there has been a lot of unforced errors also coming from the side of Adamson here. As of this moment for set number 3, a very different one from set 2. We have Gamon serving again for UPIS. Pop it up, another chance here for Legarda. Now, for zone 2, he gets that point. He has been on fire here for set number 3 again. He's just been active here for the third set, but he's already produced as much as 4 points. We have Reyes back in for Coach Marvin. A chance for Husayan to seal that one in again. Still way too powerful, but that's going to be a point for Husayan. Ball is checked in here given the line refs. Now we have Terence Villanueva again who will be doing the serving here. Will this be a lucky service ace? We'll need more of an impact coming from the service specialists here for UP. Back set. Take a look at that power. Sanji Axel Legarda. With at least 5 points to his name here. Just here, solo for set number 3. Really showing what he's got here for Coach Marvin. No cold feet. And that ball is kept alive, even given the scramble there by the net. And that works for Husayan. Still protecting their single point cushion lead, even though it's just a single point. They're still on top by 1. Any lead is worth protecting here for the UPIS Fighting Maroons, who would want to extend this set to a set number 4. That's going to sail right through the net, adding another unforced error under their realm. But again, this is a much closer set. We are tied at 16 here for set number 3. If you've just tuned in, we're at the heart of Manila at the Paco Arena. No look. Oh! And there's going to be a net touch. We see Coach Marvin Ramoso talking to the line refs that there was no net touch indeed. Malinaw talking to his, currently having a discussion here. Coach Marvin Ramoso indeed unsatisfied with that call, for they are contesting that there wasn't any net touch for Malinaw. Ball is kept in play here. Ball continues. 17 serving 16 with UPIS on top. And nobody is going to be there, even if Bamba gets to save that ball. Way too powerful on the side of Dayao. Now we have Clark Dingle back in, team captain for Adamson. We have Benedict Paul Castillo serving here for the white shirts, 17 all. Bamba putting up at top. Castillo back set to Malinaw. Bamba. And that's Coach Hatshimakuko laughing that off again. Now, the tides have changed. We have Adamson on top, similar to sets 1 and 2, but now it's just a single point game as well, 18 serving 17. Bamba to Gamon. Chance here. Ball is kept alive. Bamba will put it up. Adamson to counter the likes of Reyes. Saved by Husayan, kneeling down. And that's going to be way too powerful. That's going to be another free point for Adamson. We have Benedict Castillo serving. Bampa sets it up for Jimenez. Dingle was there. Taking it home as quickly as he can, we have Ian Dayao. Benedict Castillo. Bamba one hand set, one hand save. That's going to be another free point for Adamson. And now reaching their 21st mark. Now they're already 4 points away from getting this entire match, adding another win to their 3-win column. Let's see if UPIS can halt them as fastly as possible, but Bernabe says no. Continuing their momentum here. Dingle has been orchestrating all players here on all cylinders of the court of Adamson. 22 serving 17. That's going to be their 7th or 6th service ace for this entire match. Castillo. Jimenez. Ball is kept in play. Gamon tries to put it over to the other side. Good save there. And that's going to be uh, that's going to be an unfortunate play. Husayan stayed on the floor for quite some time, and just all due frustration as the ball wasn't saved despite all his efforts to play libero here on the side of UPIS. They are now on match point. Will this be the final play here? We'll see. And that's a not yet. Jimenez halts one more point to UPIS's name. We have 18 serving 24 again. The ball game is not yet finished. '18 serving 24. Adamson at match point. And that is a not yet. That's going to be way too powerful for the hands of Dayao. We have Ravenlay Pascual on deck here for UPIS. Combination play! Ending that with a bang. We have Bernabe sealing our game with that hot attack down in the center of that donut hole by the UPIS court. Again, match. What a performance from both squads, a true display of grit, teamwork, and the unbreakable UAAP spirit here in our boys division matchup in the Paco Arena in Manila. Again, with 3 sets tied to Adamson's name, making this a clean, quick 3 straight set sweep. And again, as we saw for this entire match, let's not forget to commend all the efforts coming from the UPIS Fighting Maroons in the likes of Husayan, Gamon, and Jimenez. And we've also seen the determination here, of course, coming from our Adamson baby Falcons. Before we wrap up this exciting morning showdown, let's take a look at the scores: 25 to 13, 25 to 11, and the closest set yet, 25 to 19. All in favor of the Adamson baby Falcons for our afternoon second game today for the UAAP season 88 boys volleyball. Now, let's give recognition to our player of the game with 11 points. We have John Nazareth Reyes with 8 attacks and 3 blocks. Again, let's not forget he had solid blocks down by the net. He was formidable as a tower, but let's not forget he's also such a strong attacker for Coach Marvin Ramoso. Now, very, very powerful, redeeming and adding another win to their win column. Congratulations to the Adamson Baby Falcons. Up next, we have the USC Junior Golden Spikers against the FEUD Baby Tamaraws. We'll be back for another set of thrilling action here at the UAAP Season 88 Boys Volleyball. Alexis Tinsai, we bid you goodbye.